Hey, what's up? I'm doing another vlog, and today I decided to talk about two topics. I think they are interconnected. They should be talked about in one video. So, the freelancing related topic that I'm going to talk about today is how to choose job posts, or how do you decide which job post you will send an application to, and how to decide on your pricing, or how will you put out the price for your service. Okay, so in choosing job posts, by the way, this is my personal experience. Other people might have a different technique in selecting job posts, but these are mine. Okay, these are the things that I do personally when I choose jobs. Okay, so there's a little bit of science to it. I always prefer to send applications to jobs that are just posted like within an hour. Okay, so the reason is because probably the client is still in their computer waiting for applications, so you will have more chances of your application getting reviewed straight away. Okay, so versus a job post that has been posted like 10 hours ago, you might have a lot of people sending applications to that job post already, so you'll have a lower chance of getting your submission reviewed by the client. So my suggestion is to choose jobs that had just been posted like an hour or a couple of hours ago. Okay, and then I also use filters. Okay, so if you have a niche, okay, if you have already decided on your niche, then filter the type of job post that you'll see according to your niche. Okay, so for example, your niche is customer support or customer service, then there's an option in Upwork for you to for the platform to only show jobs related to that. Okay, it saves you time, so you don't scroll over like a lot of those job posts that are actually irrelevant to your niche, and it saves you time, and you get to the newer posts quicker. Okay, and then in choosing those jobs, I also look at if the client has already been interviewing people. Okay, so some they're very quick, like in a matter of 2 hours, they are already interviewing like two, three, some even interviewing up to 10 people. So I usually don't go for those job posts because I think they have enough candidates to choose from. So I focus my time and energy on another job post if I see that they're already interviewing a lot of applicants. And not every job post in Upwork is actually genuine. Like I see some jobs, the client posted it like an hour ago, and then they are already interviewing like 20 people, or they have invited 20, 30 people to the job. So not unless the job post itself specifies that they need like 10 people for the job, then I would think that that specific job post is just spam, or much worse, a scam. Okay, and then my second topic is how to price your service. Okay, so when you send a job application in Upwork, you are also asked to pre-fill or indicate your pricing. Okay, now there are a lot of opinions online from other experienced freelancers. They would say that don't take below $3 an hour, or please don't take below 5 hours, $5 an hour. In my opinion, it actually depends. Okay, for one, if if $3 is comfortable for you, then nobody can actually tell you not to take the job, or nobody actually can tell you not to price your service at $3. It's really up to you. And if sometimes some clients would negotiate, like you put $5 an hour and they'd say $4 an hour, $3 an hour. Some freelancers would even take the time to like send a rebuttal email saying that the cost of their internet, the cost of their electricity and stuff. I don't recommend like spending time even telling the client why you're not taking the offer. Might as well just tell the client thank you. You just you skip the offer or something like something to that effect. I don't really like, yeah, of course there are clients that would negotiate a lower price, but I don't really spend yeah, don't spend time arguing clients about their rates. So it's what they can afford, and unfortunately, it's not something that you can accept. So you just move on to the next one. Okay. And sometimes, especially when I was a new freelancer, I would actually take very low pay rates because to me, I'm still new. I still have a lot to learn. Sorry about my daughter. She's trying to set up a tent. I don't know what she's doing over there, but uh, she's trying to set up a tent. Anyway, sometimes before, when I was still new, as I was saying, I would take lower rates because, for one, I'm new, I'm inexperienced, and my goal is to learn on the battleground itself. Okay, so instead of me spending a lot of time online looking for courses, webinars, and YouTubes, sometimes I just jump in right before I'm ready. Okay, because the learning will take place when you are actually doing the job. So in my thinking, my reasoning why I take low rates before when I was still very new is it's like I'm being trained and I'm also being paid. Okay, so it's the other way around, because in the real world, like for example in an office setting or in a real job, some jobs would require training and you would spend money to be trained or certified for that job. So my thinking at that time is, this is a good learning experience that I'm going to be paid to learn these things. Okay, but also it doesn't mean that I'm being paid low. So that means I'll also deliver a so and so output. No, if you really want to succeed in this type of work, always do your best. Okay, always do your best. It's actually basic life advice. If if you want to be successful at something, be very good at that something. Don't let your salary grade, your rate, influence the way you deliver your work. Okay, make sure that every time you accept the job, you have the commitment and you deliver If you can deliver more than what is expected, then do so, because you will have clients one day who will really appreciate you. You only need one person to believe in you, and the rest will be history for you. Okay. What else? Yeah, I use it as a training. Let me just check my notes. I typed a few notes here. Yeah. In pricing, let's go back to pricing. I also check other people doing the same jobs, because it in Upwork, if you look at somebody's profile, you will also see the current jobs that they have. So, for example, somebody's doing customer service or technical support, then below their profile, you will see the job and how much they are paid for the job. So, scan through different Upwork profiles of people who are doing the job, and then take your tips from take the whatever they're charging. So maybe you can lower, if you're just very new, then you can lower it. So basically that's more or less the market price for that specific type of job. So when you submit an application, you're not too far away from everyone else, so you'll get a better chance of getting an interview. Okay, so in terms of pricing, it's really up to you what your priorities are. Like if you are new, my advice is really don't put it too high, because you might end up, you know, getting a lot of interviews, but I mean, you might just waste a lot of your time sending applications, and then you're getting declined because of your rate. Okay, just make sure that you research every other person's profile doing the same job, so that you have an idea. Okay, now if a client is offering a low rate, then you can come back to yourself if you're comfortable with it. It's really how you look at it. So if it's your first time to get an interview, or if it's your first time to get a job offer, it can get really exciting, and the tendency is for you to accept whatever they're offering, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with starting at the very bottom level. My first salary, as far as I can remember, I'm getting $45 per week. Okay, so can you just imagine that? But at that time, I was already so happy, because in my brain, something lit in my brain, like a light bulb, that wow, I can actually make money online. So if I can make $45, I can probably double that. Okay, I'll talk about how to like earn more in freelancing in my next few vlogs. I'll stop at how to choose job posts, and how to determine your pricing for your service today. But I hope you learned something new on my insights, and thanks for your time today. Sorry about all the interruptions, and yeah, I'll come back for more freelancing topics. Bye.